We're about to check out a Black Conservative Perspective video. The title of this is Transgender Male Who Was Exposed to Teenage Girl Reveals Himself as YMCA Pro. This sounds nasty. Let's check this out, man. Go check out Black Conservative Perspective. This sounds crazy already. Let's hear what he has to say.
The management of the gym that I work out at, that I was in transition, and said, look what I've got. I'm legally Kristen Lily Renee Wood, and I'm a girl. The court says so. My parish in Lakeside says.
I don't like the fact that you could go get documentation saying that you're something that you wasn't born at. That sounds crazy. So could I go get documentation saying that I was born as Batman? I'd do it. I would do it. My pronoun will be Batman. I want to get that like legally. I want to go do that.
So
I think it'd be pretty
my God says so. I need you to scan this in the computer, and I need to swap out keys for the right.
What guy was that? What guy you talking about?
Locker room.
All right, guys. So we got to follow up on a story that I did, I think last weekend, about a teenage girl who went to her local YMCA and was in the woman's locker room showering, I believe. And she happened to stumble across a biological male in the bathroom, and she saw him naked as he was showering.
This gonna happen. Yo, fam. This is gonna happen. This is gonna continue to happen. This is always gonna happen. It's wow, bro. That's exactly what did people expect when you have someone who was born a man running around in a female locker room or the female restroom.
And this event traumatized her so much that she went to the officials at the YMCA to complain about what she saw and the fact that biological males are allowed in the locker room. Now, of course, because California is woke, she was met with pushback, and she was told that she's the one that's in the wrong, and she got upset and she took it to the city council to complain about it, in which, she almost basically broke down in tears over her experience. If you guys don't remember the video I'm talking about, I'm going to play a little bit of it here real quick.
Good evening, council members and residents of Santee behind me. My name is Rebecca Phillips, and I'm 17 years old. I am not a resident of Santee, but I am employed at a local restaurant, the Omelet Factory, and I work out regularly at the Santee YMCA.
Okay.
Just 2 weeks ago, after finishing my shift at my job, I went to the gym to swim laps. As I was showering after my workout, I saw a naked male in the women's locker room. I immediately went back into the shower, terrified, and hid behind their flimsy excuse for a curtain until he was gone. I ran into a bathroom stall to change.
That's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
Change as quickly as I could, organizing my thoughts to share with the people at the front desk. As I did so, I could only think of my 5-year-old sister, who I bring to this gym during the summer to enjoy their water slides. This is the YMCA, where hundreds of children spend their summer afternoons in childcare camps. This is the YMCA where my little sister took gymnastics lessons. The locker room was supposed to be her safe haven to gossip with her friends and shower and change. When I asked the YMCA management what their policy was regarding transgenders.
And they got a grown-ass man running around, chilling, living and lovely in there.
They confirmed that the man that I saw was indeed allowed to shower wherever he pleased. As long as you are not a red flag on Megan's Law, the California Sex Offender Registry, a grown male can shower alongside a teenage girl at your YMCA location here in Santee. I was made to feel as though I had done something wrong when I talked to people at the YMCA.
That made no sense.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. That story went super viral, is everywhere.
Man, that don't make no sense. That's wild, bro. Like I'm telling you, if I had a daughter, I'd lose my mind. I would lose my mind, bro.
And of course, like with all these events, there are protests that break out because this brave 17-year-old decided to speak out. And you have some people, the woke revolutionaries, basically denying the experience of this young 17-year-old girl, basically saying that she's exaggerating. That is not that big.
That's crazy, yo. They're like, why would we want to hear this young woman's opinion? Why would we want to even hear that?
Of a deal. Again, these are the same people who tell you that you must believe all women, especially when it comes to their accusations against men. But for whatever reason, when it comes to men who pretend to be women, all that kind of goes out the window.
You ain't ever got to bring it up, right? Like if it's against that, then nah, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We don't believe you.
There are really two main things. One is that we want to set the narrative straight about what actually happened, what the incident was that the young woman went on Tucker Carlson about and claimed that she's so traumatized. What happened was a trans woman used the woman's bathroom and she took a shower, which most people have done. If they have a Y membership, they've taken a shower at the Y. And that's all that occurred. And so there's this narrative that's being promoted thanks to outlets like Tucker Carlson and groups like Santee Parents for Choice that some, horrible...
What's my license plate in the DMV? That's crazy.
Evil, abusive incident happened in the bathroom when she was just stepping out of the shower. So we want to set the record straight that a woman used the woman's bathroom, and that's all there is to it. Nothing happened to this 17-year-old.
No, a man who identifies as a woman used the woman's bathroom with underage females in the restroom.
Young woman. So it's been sensationalized.
And some of the protests that have happened at this YMCA have gotten kind of crazy, out of control, to the point where you had people out there almost about to fight, about to go blow for blow with each other over this.
Oh.
Why you calling?
Oh. Who fighting for who? Wait. They better not throw no punches. Oh, I got to proof check this, guys. I had to make sure no punches get thrown.
He's calling his friends when it came one-on-one.
He called his friends. Wow.
He called everybody over here.
He about to get washed up.
Yeah, do it.
I don't know who's representing who. I can show this. All right, no punches got thrown. I can show it. I had to just make sure, YouTube ain't playing. YouTube ain't playing.
On his friends when it came one-on-one. Yeah, he called everybody over here.
Let me put this on the screen because I agree with it. Personally, I would have a separate section for trans people, like separate everything. Yes. Separate bathroom, separate locker room, all of that. Sports. Have the transgender section. Let them wild out. Let them wild out, man. Like, just have a separate thing for them. Yes, I agree. That's the only reason why I put this up on the screen. I agree with that full-fledged. 100%. Right? And people might not agree. Oh, well. I think that's the only thing that seems fair.
Yeah, do it. Let him get it. Bring that fucking money.
They're not going to go in. They're not going. Homeboy that's bald was ready. Homeboy that's bald was ready. He was about to rock and sock him. They throwing stuff.
Why are we throwing shit? We are not doing it.
Oh my gosh. He threw something at the camera. Punch is about to get thrown. Punch is about to get thrown, bro.
Yeah. So again, crazy stuff going on.
Crazy.
Now, amid all the chaos, the transgender woman / biological man in question actually decided to show themselves, to reveal who they are. Amid all the drama, they want to speak out and give their piece, because they're claiming that this young woman is lying. This young girl is lying because he is in fact not a he. He is a she, according to he. Take a look.
I'm Kristen Lily Renee Wood. I'm the scary transgender woman that that child misidentified as a man.
Go to them. Go to them.
They're talking about.
Is that them?
The transgender
Was that them? Hold on. Wait, this is them? It's all making sense to me. It's like a horror movie, just where they bring the beginning, they put the ending in the beginning, and then you got to go back to it. Wow. Fam. Fam. They not lying, bro. They not lying, bro.
Identify as a man. It's me they're talking about. Okay?
The transgender woman's name is Kristen Lily Renee Wood, and today she spoke with ABC 10 News reporter Austin Grabish, saying she's surprised.
No, it's bugging. I heard two voices in the background.
This has gotten so much attention.
Kristen Lily Renee Wood calls the YMCA her place of harmony. The East County resident does water aerobics with friends here and says she was shocked to learn she recently made international news.
They begin with the lie of there's a naked man in the locker room.
Lie?
It all started in December when a 17-year-old...
Lie? That's not a lie. That's crazy. We putting people's feelings ahead of facts, bro. We putting people's feelings ahead of facts. This sounds crazy.
girl says she saw the backside of a transgender woman in the shower. That person was Wood, who transitioned back in 2016. Wood says she never saw or met the teenager and uses one of the 5 private showers in the women's locker room after her classes.
Did you have the curtain closed and you felt like you had your own private space?
As I'm showering, of course, otherwise I'll soak the floor with water.
Tabloids in New York and the UK have written about the teen's encounter at the YMCA. Wood is now having her voice heard for the first time, speaking exclusively with ABC 10 News. The Y took me inside the empty women's locker room and provided us with these pictures of what I saw. The YMCA stresses it has private showers in the women's change room.
That don't mean that after they finished, they didn't walk out the shower butt-ass naked. Like, what are you talking about? They could 100% have done that.
Room, as well as a separate gender-neutral bathroom with a shower. But the rest of the women's locker room...
This sounds exactly... Go back. This looks exactly like what the young woman described. She could have been in this one right here on the side. The person could have been on this one right here. When they came out, they seen the other person come out at the same time. And they could have been walking around wearing nothing. That's a huge possibility.
A separate gender-neutral bathroom with a shower. But the rest of the women's locker room is open with shared benches.
The YMCA is following and compliant with all state of California laws.
The YMCA now says it is looking at going even further to find ways to increase privacy. Wood is using her faith to get through this and says she won't back down. Fighting is in her blood.
And my great aunt and uncle and my grandparents marched with Dr. King.
And the hell is that supposed to? The hell is that supposed to mean? I hate when people use that as what is that supposed to mean? March with him, so the hell, bro? You making it seem like you walked with Jesus, and he's far from it. Let's be. I'm not trying to like spare his name or nothing like that, but damn it, man, can we stop using MLK or Malcolm X as a way to like, well, I heard him speak, so I must be right. My parents walked with him, so they could have been on their way somewhere, and he just so happened to walk. I mean, people was at that march. What's wrong with you?
Wood is going to be part of a counter protest outside the YMCA here. So far, she is the only person that has showed up part of that counter protest. The YMCA tells us it is in close contact with the San Diego County Sheriff in Santee following those threats of violence that led it to close down early.
And we saw the sheriff's deputies going in earlier. We watched them. They're inside that building right now, obviously watching outside. Ton of drones are overhead, helicopters such as Sky 10 overhead, and the YMCA telling you they are rethinking things.
That's right, Kimberly. They said that they are looking at ways to increase privacy, keeping in mind that while there are already separate women's stalls for people to shower, they're looking at what else they could do to add privacy. Some important context here is that after you leave those showers, there is a bit more of a communal area with shared benches. So they're looking at what else they could do to add privacy. And
they probably was walking around in the community area.
Tell me they don't want to wait. They want to make sure that everyone feels safe and take action right away.
And certainly a crowd, though, gathering on that lawn behind us, and people have been circling the parking lot throughout the evening, almost wanting to be part of it, but not stopping and going out. A lot of activity here. Thank you, Austin.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So the local press, local media also pressed another official at the YMCA on how in the world are you going to prevent this from happening again in the future? How are you going to prevent little girls from being terrorized by men in their locker room with penises? And his answer really did not leave much room for hope that the YMCA is actually really going to fix this problem. Take a look.
I mean, how do you do this? I mean, this girl was in the women's locker room and she sees a naked man there who identifies as a woman. What do you do to make sure that this woman and other women don't have to see that if they don't want to?
Absolutely. And, in response to this, we watched the video on social media like everybody else. We read the website. And
what are you going to do? Come on. Yo, I can't interview people. I swear, bro. I swear. But I'd be like, yo, look, can we stop the setup? Just answer what's the next step? How are you going to prevent this?
And, our team has automatically been in communication with, folks in Santee. Our operations team has taken a look at floor plans in locker rooms all across the association to ensure that, privacy measures are there.
Tell me what you're doing.
Yeah. And when you talk, we just started.
Okay. So the interviewer is thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, what are you going to do? Like, you're saying all this other stuff. What are you actually going to do? Can you talk about what you're actually going to do?
Sure that, privacy measures are there.
Tell me what you're doing.
Yeah. And when you talk, we just started this, right? I mean, we're talking about just a couple of days ago, the meetings have been held. And so are there things like additional curtains? Are there other things that we can do to make sure that our members feel safe?
So you got no
that
answers.
they feel welcome and that they.
So you got you're literally asking the same question that he asked you to yourself. What are you going to do? This is the most complicated way to say we don't know or we're not going to do anything.
Do
you think you need a third bathroom maybe? Would that satisfy everybody or not?
Yeah, I think what we want to do is we want to follow the law. When the California State
Let's keep playing, bro.
Assembly enacted those state laws that you just referenced on the screen. That's what we follow as the YMCA. We're not the experts in this issue.
Is there a law against opening another bathroom? Maybe I'm mistaken. Is there a law that says you can't just have a third bathroom for people who are trans?
To a certain extent, we're the camp counselors. We're teaching kids how to swim. We're putting on yoga programs for senior citizens. So we follow and we rely on the advice of experts, those guidelines set forth by our elected officials from the state of California. Yeah. And that's how we'll continue to conduct our organization moving forward.
Are people calling the YMCA saying, hey, listen, I want to come down there and I want to change in the bathroom, but I'm concerned somebody who looks, from the opposite sex is going to be in there. That's going to make me uncomfortable.
Not at all. I mean, I think what people are looking at the YMCA for is a place where all can belong. We're an organization that serves San Diego. We serve people of all walks of life, our community. We are inclusive to everyone.
If riding the fence was a person, this man is a professional fence rider.
Come on, son.
He's not saying anything. He's saying a bunch of stuff without actually saying anything, bro. This is crazy. Hit the like button, guys. I need y'all to hit the like button. If I'm going to sit here through this bull crap, hit that like.
And we're here to support our members, ensure a safe and welcoming environment.
Yeah, so this guy has nothing, right? The YMCA has no response for this. Again, this is not the first time a YMCA has been caught up in this type of scandal where, again, you have biological men using the women's locker room and biological women getting upset because they've been traumatized by the sight of a penis, okay, in a space where you don't expect to see penises. what they should do is say, look, we're going to stand up for the right thing. We don't want women to come here and be traumatized by penises. We do respect, trans people, but they need to use the gender neutral restroom, locker room, or they need to use the men's locker room. And that's just it.
That's
right. It is what it is. Or technically the locker room that matches their biological sex. And that's it. That's it. I mean, that's what they should say. And they also should say that this law from California is unjust, that California basically including gender as a protected class, saying that you can't discriminate.
Which is crazy. Yo, fam, I'm telling you, my new gender is Batman. Only address me as my gender is Batman. My pronoun is Batman. You will address me as Batman. Look over my shoulder. But you can call me Bruce if you're nasty. Only if you're nasty, you call me Bruce. But other than that, Batman. Let's roll with Batman.
Discriminating against people based off their gender identity is BS. Okay? Because this is not really discrimination. This is just common sense. You're not discriminating against trans people just because you tell them, hey, look, you got to use the restroom that matches your biological sex. Okay? Because again, if you're saying that you are discriminating against transgender people because you are forcing them to use the bathroom that aligns with their biological sex, I can make the argument that you're discriminating against biological women by forcing them to use the bathroom with biological men, right? I think that argument can go both ways. Okay? So again, I understand the why in any business in California is stuck between a rock.
You say California? That's the name of it? California now? Makes sense.
In a hard place here because they risk getting sued by not following the California law. But I think that there needs to be pushback against this because this is ridiculous. Okay, I mean, this is the type of stuff where, again, they are literally living in Cool for Cocoa Puff world. And normally I wouldn't give a damn about what goes on in California because I don't live there. But you have kids that are literally being traumatized by this stuff. These kids,
yeah, that's crazy. Homegirl said her little sister was running around back there.
Teenage girls, they don't deserve this.
Yeah.
They didn't sign up for this. They just want to go to the gym and, work out and swim and participate in activities and to go in the locker room and enjoy their time without being exposed to penises. Right? I mean, I'm just saying, why is that such a controversial stance?
Because it's not woke. It doesn't fit the nasty ass agenda.
And then you have these woke revolutionaries denying this young teenage girl's reality. Again, these are the same people that literally lectured us on how you're supposed to believe women. When women claim they have a traumatic experience with men, you're supposed to believe them. Believe all women, right? Except women who make claims.
I'm not just believing anyone because of their gender or anything. But that's what they say. That's what these wokies say. Until it's time to actually live by it.
Against men who want to be women, right? But if you're a straight man and a woman makes a claim against you, you have to believe them no matter what.
It's crazy.
Again, it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But hey, I mean, this is California. I typically wouldn't care, but again, you have children that are negatively being affected by this. They're being traumatized by this, and they don't deserve this. They really don't. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like.
Crazy, bro. It's crazy. Check out Black Conservative Perspective, man. Really dope channel. Definitely source them a lot, man. I'm gonna keep sourcing them. This is a crazy situation. I think it's filthy. It's nasty. Man, it's wild, bro. I wouldn't rock with it. Like, especially if I had a daughter, she'd tell me, lose my damn mind. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't as well. Share the video and check me out on Patreon if you're able to. Sign up for memberships.